Welcome and welcome to the present. How we doing this lovely Friday morning, Mr. Fossas in the building. How you did, my guy?
Bro, it's been a while. How have you been?
I'm all right. Can't complain. Can't really complain. No, Arsenal, the international break has been
That's
on. We are back to the real football. That was just sloppy football, sloppy seconds football. Now we are back to the real football. And we've been seeing a bit of rumor here and there regarding certain players. So I had my thought on Nwaneri and Arda Guler, and some of the commentaries in my comment section have been very, very interesting, to say the least. Before we enter into the nitty-gritty of conversation, guys, like the video, especially if you're watching the play back, very important, like the video, subscribe if you're new here, and make sure you turn on your notification. I hope my audio is coming out great. Yeah, it's coming out great. So what do you have to say regarding the fact that regarding these two players, real quick?
Okay. I like Guler normally as a player. I think he's more of a wing player, and Nwaneri is a central player, central attacking midfielder. Can also what do they call it? Play on the wing or do a job on the wing. So for me, I like both of them. We have Nwaneri at the moment, and we are even saying he's not getting enough game time. So bringing in another youngster, in my opinion, it's dicey, because the problem is, I know people would say, people will not agree with me. I don't feel Guler is a player that we should go for if we are looking for a central attacking midfielder. He's not a central attacking midfielder. He's a winger, not a central attacking midfielder. So these comparisons,
Mr. Fosa, you need to pause. You need to pause first. I see what you're saying, but I don't think he has the pace or the athleticism or the directness of a traditional winger. Because when you call people winger these days, it can be subjective. Things are changed.
Bro, when I look at him,
right?
Yeah, when I look at it, he's more Bernardo Silva kind of winger than
creative
a
winger.
Martinelli, a Nicola.
A creative winger.
Bro, even the creative winger that people are trying to put it, he's not as creative as people are, because we have him in a misconception here, right? That guy isn't as creative as people are thinking. When I mean creative, right? I mean, when you see Saka, we can call Saka a pure winger, but Saka can also be creative.
Definitely.
You understand? But this guy, he isn't what when people are calling, because I've seen people saying, oh, he's stepping for Odegaard. The guy does not have a final pass on him. You don't have a final pass at this age. I don't think you can ever have a final pass.
So what does he do? So what does he do then?
You understand?
What does he do then?
He's more dribble. Once he dribbles, he cuts in, he shoots. That's his what do they call it? His forte.
So
he's
it's like a Kaka.
He can get it wrong. Kaka. Bro, it's like a Foden. That's how it is. You understand?
Interesting.
Right?
Interesting. Yeah.
This guy might just be what Foden is. You understand? Let's be factual here. Foden is a player that, let's be realistic. We can say whatever we want because we're Arsenal fans and people try to always push him in our face. Foden is a very nice player. You understand? But sometimes, you know, when players you cannot, they don't have a clear identity.
Sure.
So, are you a 10? Are you a winger? Are you a this? Where are you? That's the situation that we might, I'm not saying it is, but we might see. Yes. Because this is the thing, right? We all are saying, oh, Ancelotti is not playing this guy. You understand me?
Sure.
Everybody is saying play him behind. You know the
Behind who?
misconception people have? People are thinking exactly behind what are they called? Mbappe, Rodrigo, and Vinicius. The problem that people are having is this: is whenever you're looking at players from Germany, players like from Turkey, right? The player has a left foot, uh, and he came now. He went to Real Madrid. He's a young star that people have touted. La, 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 la. So you think of two players. You think of Mesut Ozil and Martin Odegaard.
Odegaard.
So it's like painting a picture to you, and they didn't allow you to see it yourself. So you go with the assumption that this guy is the profile of those two players. But
So
I assure you,
are you saying it's not a profile of both players you just mentioned? Is that what you're iterating?
He's not the profile. He's not the profile.
So what? Then
those
what?
guys had creativity.
Okay, wait. So who is he then? Who is he?
Bro, I gave you who he could be. Who for me, I told you the closest. See, you're not getting it. The closest for who he could be right now is a Foden.
He's Foden.
I'm telling you, see.
Okay. Describe.
Okay,
right? Mr. Ifosa, describe what a Foden does on the pitch.
They are always half and half. You understand? You look at them and you call them and you say, I cannot call you a typical winger, right? But I look at you and you have the aesthetics of being a 10, right? But when I look at you, I see the similarities in Foden where I see he just cuts in and he takes a shot.
So are you saying these guys are chameleons?
That's
are they just chameleons?
Attribute
are they just
of
chameleons?
I'm looking when I look at Foden, I don't look at Foden. You said? Bro, when you look at Foden, let me ask you this. Can Foden create?
No. When you say create, because the way the modern fan has watered that word down.
Foden cannot create. It's not personal opinion. It's not personal opinion. Foden cannot create. Let's not. When we are saying creators, right? It's not when we are saying creators. Let's be factual. When we say creators, right, we are talking of Rui Costa. We are talking of Fabregas. We are talking of Kevin De Bruyne. We are talking of Mesut Ozil. We are talking of Iniesta,
Odegaard,
of Xavi.
Odegaard.
Those are creators.
Even the short spell of Vieira. We saw creativity with Vieira. Short spell.
Yes. Fabio, don't see, they are pure creators. They know how to think for you, how to control the way you move, how to use your own movement against you. Those things. Foden doesn't have it, right? Guler definitely doesn't have it. Okay? Guler, secondly, doesn't have a final pass to say, when I mean we all know the final pass, the key pass to say it will split a defense or do what he doesn't. You understand me? What does he have? The fact that he can beat his man one-on-one. Now, like you said, the physicality. Can he, what do they call it? Can he meet up to the physicality of the, what do they call it? The league? That's another aspect. Yes, that's another aspect we would have to see. The way he looks frail, he looks small. We all know that. So maybe it can be all those kinds of people. But I'm not looking at him as a Gavi or a Pedri in midfield. He's not that guy, or a Frankie de Jong. Even Frankie de Jong that is stocky, that is stronger. You were even saying it. You don't think Frankie de Jong will do well in the EPL physically. You understand? Then you're looking at Arda Guler. So we are just using their what do they call the assumption of the physical demands of the league. You understand? Then you're now still looking at this. What's his name? Foden. Foden now has gotten used to playing there. since he was a young player. So grown, leveled up to the rigors. But when you're looking at a Foden, they compare Foden to Odegaard. Foden is not better than Odegaard. They compare Foden to Saka. He's not better.
No. That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful. Nah, they ain't doing that.
So go and watch how Foden got his plaudits last season. By what? Dribbling and shooting. Go and watch Arda Guler. Arda Guler will shoot. So he's more of that guy, of Foden, than
Odegaard. Because I've been given a tough one in the comment section by some of our friends. Look at this. Can you see this? Let me take this out of the screen. I've seen many people talk about this very issue regarding how Guler potential loan will impact Nwanere's game time. First, these two players are completely different players. Arda Guler is more of a central attacking midfielder like Odegaard. Nwaneri is more of a wing playmaker. So there is nuance there. Let's not have this.
Let's not finish.
Oh Lord!
Because see, he's not a central playmaker. See, that's why I said these people have been fed wrong assumptions. See, we cannot say Ancelotti, right? When he signed the young Kaka, people can say Ancelotti does not like playing young. When he signed the young Kaka, he knew he had a good central attacking midfielder.
Sure.
This guy that people are saying he doesn't see game time. He doesn't see game time because let's be factual here. Everybody is saying go and collect Guler. Guler, fine, aesthetically good. Instead of taking Guler, I would take Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz. See, when I tell you I've seen Brahim Diaz play,
we'll talk about Brahim Diaz on another video. So let's pick out what he said. Let's talk about what he says. He said Guler is more of a central attacking midfielder.
Bro, he's not.
And Nwaneri is a wing playmaker. For me, Nwaneri is not even a wing playmaker. He's not. How can you? There's evidence to debunk this claim. Nwaneri can drift there and do a job.
He's a central attacking midfielder. You understand?
Yeah.
That is his primary position. Just because yes, he can come from the wing, play there. Yes, he can also do it, but you don't get when I'm saying
the optimum
central
from
attacking
him.
Midfielder.
Yeah.
You understand? What his game fits. Nwaneri is more Odegaard than Guler is more Odegaard. You understand? Meaning, Nwaneri can pick the ball in what do they call it? In tight spaces. He can occupy pockets. He can give a final pass. He can turn away from players. He can do all those things. The creative instinct that you spoke about, he has it in him. This guy doesn't have it in him. We can see Nwaneri give final passes. And Nwaneri was the one thing about that Nwaneri, I will still say Nwaneri has over Guler. Nwaneri has better shooting than Guler. Why do I say so? Guler will score spectacular goals, right? But consistency in shooting,
Nwaneri has it.
He has it better than he does.
So let's go to the second part, right? There's a second comment. So we're arguing who is better youth football. For me, this comment, right, is so. I'm trying to be respectful to Alozino because he's my guy. But regardless, it should have to be said. Just because Nwaneri graduated from the academy doesn't mean we should disrespect him. If Nwaneri was at Real Madrid,
let me see.
If Nwaneri was at Real Madrid, lot of you will be on your knees.
If Nwaneri went to Chelsea or Manchester City,
exactly.
Right? And I will paint a scenario. If Nwaneri went to Chelsea or Manchester City and had played and torn it up, right? He doesn't need to play in this. Let him just play few league games. And you now hear Arsenal are going for Guler. What would they tell you? They said we had Nwaneri already. We sold him. Now see what he's doing. Want to go and carry someone like sitting on the bench. See, this saying that a prophet is never respected in his
Respected
own
in his hometown. Yeah,
is
never.
to a very good extent. Exactly. We have it a lot. You understand? We do
Yeah.
it. They do it to Arteta. They do it to our players.
Players, yeah.
Sometimes you see why when we say these managers do not want to release these kids at this age. We forget these people are kids, regardless of their talent. And these same Arsenal fans will destroy their confidence before it rises because of demands. Having both, like I said, I'm not bringing in Brian Diaz, but it is a better fit than Guler. It makes no sense. You understand? I'm not, because I've seen the guy. If Guler was a central attacking midfielder, Ancelotti would have played him behind these guys.
Exactly. See, I'm looking for this perspective, right? I'm not against Arsenal signing the best of players or best of talent, if available. If Nwaneri is not getting minutes, how will Guler get minutes? How?
You understand?
And similar ages, right? You can't say they are similar ages. And we know the skepticism surrounding Arteta playing young players sometimes. So what are we talking about?
Bro, even if they say they are not the same age, let's be realistic. If they can say, but they are not the same age, let me prove it to you. If the boy was not spectacular, right, at 17, he will not be part of the squad.
Yeah.
If he wasn't a spectacular 17-year-old. So the idea that Guler has played in the in the Europa League, Baba, do we remember Inter Milan, Stefan de Vrij, that has won how many Scudettos? What happened? Nwaneri shake body. De Vrij went outside the stadium to go and buy a hot dog. So sometimes when we say experience, if you are spectacular, there's no matter of experience that will make you scared.
Definitely.
You understand?
Definitely.
Now that doesn't mean we are saying experience. You gather experience, of course, to learn and improve.
It's quality.
But
it's quality.
When somebody is spectacular,
it's quality. See, for me, quality. If you are good enough, you are old enough.
So when they come with this that played here, he has played here in Euros. See, you understand? If Nwaneri also had the same chance, see, if Nwaneri is having the same chances now and he has played enough games, Arteta says, you know what? Let me do you. What are they calling it? You play left midfield. Odegaard plays right. You understand? They switch it up and he tears it up. He has a run of games and he does spectacularly well. And we do this thing. What do they call it? We win more some trophies this season. England is calling him up. So what's the difference between him and Guler? Sometimes it's all just opportunity.
Opportunity, exactly. And I agree with you 100%.
Opportunity. So we shouldn't look down on what we have.
No, but on the flip side, if Guler was English, what are the guarantees he will be part of the senior squad? There's context to this conversation. If Guler was English, there's no chance that.
Yes, so you have to understand.
You're saying something.
No,
Sorry.
More folding than people think. I said he's more folding than people think.
Actually, okay, that's fair. So for me, I just wanted to bring another, because I made 2 videos. I wanted another perspective from you and so on, but because they were annihilating me in the comment section that, whoa, what is wrong having both of them? I'm misprofiling them. I am not misprofiling them, guys. Are we watching the same game sometimes? I have to question that. Are we watching the same games, or your sentimentality and your quest for the new toy overrides you analyzing these things logically? Because any small thing, get the next player. How many players can you have in your squad? How many players can you have?
Yeah. Now, we do this thing every time. We do it every time. Oh, buy the next one.
Next player.
This is what these people do. Look.
No.
Let me tell you something, right?
Yeah.
The era of buying 2 squads has passed. Anybody that is coming to tell you 2 squads is possible, it has passed. You heard the ruling today for Manchester City.
You can see this one now.
Is this same guys? Is this same guys? Is this same what they call it? Is this same idiot? No, the guy's an idiot, right? He's the same one that comes here to come and spout nonsense. He's an idiot. You understand? He's not. I've held it. How many times he has been coming here? This is these are the nincompoops you see. If you check his life now, what do they call it? He does not. The way he's spouting nonsense, it's not in his own life. I hate when people come and do this. We had what do they call it? Finance and sporting director spoke about something. They spoke about Florian Wirtz coming to their club. What did he say? He said, Uli Hones, who is the sporting director, they want the best players. He said, but it has to be economically sensible. That is key and the most important thing.
Definitely.
We want players. Arda Guler has played active football with the big boys. Nwaneri has been training with these guys since he was 15.
No. Let me answer him, right?
Say you don't know anything about football.
He said most of your staff have a delusion about football. You guys don't know anything about football. You cannot compare Nwaneri with. See, this is the problem, right? Everybody has an opinion, just like an asshole. So I'm not going to allow people like this to. Don't let him get off your square. You don't need to insult him. You can tell that he doesn't.
His own has been a while. You understand? When you try to be reasonable, he's the one who said if Arteta had signed Nico Williams and Gyökeres,
we'll have won the league. See, remember these are kind of fans. These are the same type of fans, right? Who told us last year if we don't sign Ivan Toney, we cannot compete for the league? Remember, they were insulting me.
This is an AFTV. This is an
it's the NFT project. Where is Ivan Toney today? Why is Ivan Toney? So when I see clowns like this, they are the one spouting their ignorance. Exactly. He's spouting his ignorance, but he thinks you're supposed to get under my skin. I will read your comment. He doesn't get under my skin because he said you guys just started supporting us now yesterday.
See, let me answer this. Let me answer this bomb. Right? One moment Martinelli is average. You see, these are the kinds of people. They don't know anything about football.
Nothing.
They don't know anything about football. Telling me we just started supporting Arsenal yesterday. We started supporting us. I swear, when I started supporting Arsenal, right? Except they just received you.
He was not born. I'm very sure. He wasn't born. When I started watching Arsenal, he wasn't born. So I'm not supposed to respond to this nonsense.
No one's having to watch Arsenal. Before Obamazo.
I watch Carl play for Arsenal. Davosuka, Anelka, Gilberto Silva.
Do you understand? I'm sure he doesn't even know Davosuka. I'm sure he doesn't know Davosuka.
Oh Lord. I'm not supposed to respond to this class.
If you know, I will call a player for if you know Oleg Luzhny. If you know Oleg Luzhny for Arsenal.
He doesn't. I'm sure he doesn't know.
If you know Oleg Luzhny or this guy that played for us, Silvinho. You don't know Oleg Luzhny or Silvinho. I'm telling you, we don't want this.
He look for attention. This guy look for attention. He look
for attention. Say Arda Guler. Arda Guler. I say I've seen Arda Guler. Right? I did not say it's not a fight. Say play with the big boys. You are on the fucking bench. You ain't playing with the big boys.
The big boys.
Stop acting. This nonsense.
See,
the whole bench. You're playing with the big boys. Danny Ceballos that plays with the big boys. Yes.
Exactly. By his logic, everybody that plays for Real Madrid.
Center back.
No. Everybody that plays for Real Madrid is a superstar. By their own logic, right? Every player that plays for Real Madrid is a superstar. This is a nonsense we have to deal with. Like, well, it comes with territory. I am not offended. This Victor Nwankwo, you can tell he's a fan. He keeps coming here. If we are so useless, why are you listening to us? If we don't know, so why are you listening to us? Why are you debating us? Just go to where they are good with soccer and listen to them. There's AFC.
See, you don't understand.
There's football.
There's never been a reasonable comment. You understand? There's never been a reasonable comment or a reasonable output for a comment. You understand? I'm not saying don't disagree, right?
Definitely can disagree.
We can disagree on
logical things,
right? But when you come and start saying something like like an uncivilized animal, you understand? Then I have a problem with it. I will always have a problem with it. I don't like when someone disagree with us. People have disagreed. They Spring, Jeffrey Gay,
Akimogan,
Oximat, all these people have.
Yeah.
You understand? But we cannot come and make it seem as if that because this thing didn't happen, everywhere is what are they calling it? Is lights out. Because we did not sign this is why we are in this position. I hate when people don't make proper, fair arguments. One tell us because we didn't sign this player.
That was
players that we've signed for how many years that got injured?
No. You know, disagreement.
Players have gotten injured. Is it Ateta's fault? Tomiyasu cannot stay fit.
But you have to understand that what sells, right, is a dysfunctional argument. Let's start shouting here. Let's start going back and forth. I'm not saying we shouldn't disagree sometimes, but disagreement should be based on sense, some logic, something reasonable, not just spouting unreasonable things because you just open your mouth and just no. Let's be a little bit mature. But I understand this is the market. This is what YouTube likes. This is what I
started supporting Arsenal yesterday.
Yesterday. That we cannot win trophies with Martinelli. If Martinelli scores in the next few games, suddenly Martinelli is God. But he cannot win trophies.
Bro, I said it before. The day Martinelli's life will change is when he starts playing consistently with Calafiori and Merino. See, this is what people don't get. I don't care. Okay? Layout that they are saying we should go and buy. See, Petit should go and check his brain. Go and, when you're done, right, go and check this guy, Antonio Cassano. Just type on Google, Antonio Cassano on layout. Hear what he said about layout. Arsenal fans are the most stupid idiots that exist. You want us to want someone that doesn't score.
I disagree with you. Arsenal fans and Man U fans are competing on the level of stupidity. I think Arsenal fans and Man U fans, both fans are very
true, very true. Every day they always get better. Every day they always get better. How can you tell me layout that doesn't press? Layout that doesn't score, that even Cassano got on and said, you don't score, you don't assist, you talk anyhow. Why would I go and exchange when I know that Martinelli cannot be fed good passes by Declan Rice?
You can't talk about Declan Rice
every time Martinelli makes a run, who will give him?
You cannot. Declan Rice is sacred. You don't do that.
No, is this same what they call this same vagabond that just came here? This Victor Wankwo will be the one that will be saying that will be supporting Declan Rice because Declan Rice is 100 million. It shows ambition.
Exactly.
Madness.
Exactly.
Buy effective players. That's all I care about. Madness.
It's like when you wear expensive, you understand? When you wear expensive designers, shows you are doing something good in life.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming on. Let's round up quickly. For me, Nwaneri is a key play, is a better player in my personal opinion. If you don't agree, I understand, but I'm not trying to change your mind. But posterity will actually eventually, right? See, most of these debates, I always win it, so I don't really care. So your last word. I always win it. So it is what it is. Your last words.
For me, Arsenal fans, this what are they calling? Konji, transfer window Konji. That's holding you.
I'm telling you. Go and sign. I'm sure. What we call transfer daily will soon start. And every day they will feed them. It is what it is.
You saw that that account on Twitter that was spreading all the rumors. There was a particular point one person said the news and the Twitter account he was getting it from. One person said, "Is that your second account? What is it?" So the rumors, they are buying into it.
You know, see, Arsenal fans will love the transfer window. See, if let's say hypothetically, right, we buy 2 or 3 players in January, they still expect at the summer buy another 5 players.
We should sign 5 players. That is ambition. According to Turkish, what happened to our money?
Turkish say what happened to our money? That is his father's money. What happened to our money? How much are you paying?
You understand?
Oh Lord. Yeah, Arsenal fans are foolish. I guess what? I don't believe Turkish anymore. Turkish is giving them content. He's giving them content. His content.
You understand? And they love it.
and they love it. Oh Lord, man! Thank you for coming on. If you're watching this on the playback, please do that. Those are kind people. Like the video, subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. Some of you might disagree with us, which is fair, or be offended about our sarcasm. What can we do? If some of you don't want to grow up, it is what it is. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.